guys, welcome back. It's Caitlin, and today I'm going to be doing another book review. Hopefully this time it'll be a little less about me saying and stuff. So if you see my shirt here, he does know nothing. He knows a lot, okay? He knows a lot. Doesn't know what she's talking about. Anyway, so today I'm going to be reviewing Game of Thrones, and this is actually the German version of the book. I have not read the German version yet. It's called Die Herren vom Winterfell, is the first book, and actually what's really interesting about these books is in America, the book looks like this. And this is actually the fourth book, but the first book looks like this, except I think it's blue. It's blue, has a throne on it. And the entire first book in Germany is split up into two of these gigantic books. Look at that. Look at that. How many pages is this? Well, that's not even that bad. It's like not even 600 pages. And I think the first one's 1,020 or something like that. I guess this one just has bigger print, which could be appreciated. Someone who has glasses but never wears them. So the entire Game of Thrones series is amazing. I love it. I never used to like fantasy. I actually never would read fantasy, ever. It's my first fantasy book that I've ever read, and I really like the series. I like it more than the show, which I know maybe a lot of you guys have. My hair's trying to blind me. Have seen the show but haven't read the books, or if you haven't seen the show, or if you haven't read the books, I would recommend it. I'm not going to say that you should read it. I'm going to put it out there. If you want to read it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. You know, you do you. But for those of you who are interested, or not interested, keep watching. Maybe you'll get interested. Maybe I should actually talk about the book. Nah. So it is about, oh god, how do I do this? So the first, let's go with Die Herren von Winterfell. So it's the Lord of Winterfell, and it starts out about Eddard Stark, who is the Lord of Winterfell, and Winterfell is also called the North, is the north section of this land called Westeros. So it's also a fantasy land, and he has a wife, 2 daughters, and 3 sons, and a bastard son named Jon Snow, who knows nothing. He knows everything. And he is actually best buds with the current king of the entire kingdom of Westeros. And his best bud, King Robert, asks Eddard Stark to be his hand. So in other words, to be his main advisor, the king's hand. And Eddard Stark's not sure, and his wife basically is like, this isn't a really good idea, but whoever listens to their wife, and he does it anyway. And it goes on from there to talk about a bunch of other families, and it's just really cool because it's the Starks story, but it's, oh god, I don't even know how to explain it. It's awesome. It starts off with, every book starts off, except the first one I think, with a prologue, and then, which is kind of like foreshadowing, or like, doesn't have necessarily a lot to do with the stories in the book, but the overarching plot of the story. And it'll start out with one person, so like Brienne, she doesn't come in until like the 2nd or 3rd book, something like that, and then it'll be from her point of view. So what I like is that even though there's like 7 characters or something in a whole book, it's always from their point of view. So like, what you don't get from one character, you'll get from another character who was there. Or it'll be the story progresses from one character and then stops from that character and progresses through another character. So you always get to see through that character's eyes. And it's just there's so many people that you hate to love and that you love to hate and that you just love to love, and it's just awesome. And do not get attached to anyone because they will die. They will die. Yeah. They will die. And that is the crazy thing about this book, is that even like, I don't want to give anything away. So let's just say that the author, who is George R.R. Martin, he's pretty funny as well, breaks like the main rule of writing a story, which is like the main character doesn't die. Sorry if I gave anything away, not trying to give anything away, but there's also multiple main characters at different times, so you never know when someone's gonna die. And there's dragons and and love, and I mean there's stuff for everyone. It's the medieval period. There's hot guys, hot girls, there's falling in love, there's killing people, there's war, there's battles, there's fantasy. I love the way George R. R. Martin writes because he's just so funny. Just like at times where it's not supposed to be funny, like it's really serious, and then all of a sudden it's like bam, this one character called Tyrion Lannister has to be my absolute favorite because he's just oh damn funny and intelligent. Awesome. So I felt like this video was just me telling you how awesome this series was, but really there's no way to explain it because there's just so much going on that, I don't know, I feel like if I actually told you anything that happens past the whole like two besties, he becomes the king's hand, woo, off to, you know, King's Landing where the king lives, and then like crazy shit happens, that I would be giving things away. So you really would just, if I had piqued your curiosity, then, you know, maybe you could find out what happens. It's a good read. The only time it gets boring is when you've actually watched the series. Then you're like, oh gosh, I know. But then sometimes it'll be like, what? This didn't happen in the series, which is literally where I'm at now. Like the 4th book. Oh my God. Like, why didn't they follow the series? Why? Ah, the book is always better. It really is. It's just I will rant later. But anyway, yeah, it's great. I recommend it. Recommendation. Favorite. Like. Subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.